Hi, it's Terry at Painted Garden Farm. I hope I'm in the shot. Half of me anyway. Just wanted to show you what's going on. We got another raised bed build going on, and I'll show you what's growing in the garden. Not a lot more than before, but they're bigger. So let's take a look. So this is a new raised bed that I'm working on. These blocks, I think they're called castle blocks or something, I got at Lowe's. Don't work at Lowe's, don't get paid by Lowe's. Just letting you know I bought them at Lowe's. And I'm sure other big box stores may carry them, but they're grooved specifically to hold 2x6s. So I have, I'm doing them too tall so that they're 12 inches. The reason I have the 2x6 boards instead of just getting 2x12 inch boards is because it turned out cheaper this way and easier to carry. Cost comparable. It was only a matter of change between the two. And I got 12-foot boards in length, cut off 4 feet, so that makes my 8x4 foot beds. So those are being built. Here are the peas. They've grown pretty well. They're starting to trellis themselves. Our weather's been kind of wonky. Warm, cold, rain, snow. I don't know if you follow New England weather at all, but you know, the joke is if you don't like it, wait a minute, it'll change. And that's been true lately, especially in the spring. That's always true. But every variety of pea I planted is coming up. No matter how old they were, they went all the way back to 2016, so that's pretty good. I also have a tiny bit of tiny broccolis. Oops, let me focus them in for you. Some tiny broccolis, and the bigger broccoli I planted, it got really chilly. So it was the leggy stuff, but it's still alive, so I might actually get broccoli out of that. I don't know. Here goes the lettuce in my window box that's put here so that it's protected. I've had a lot of wind lately. I didn't want it blowing off a table. But the lettuce is starting to get its different colors. It's a Rocky Top blend from Baker's Creek Heirloom Seeds. And they're all about to get their second set of leaves. Pretty soon I can thin them. And the good thing about lettuce, you're not doing murder when you thin your lettuce, because you can eat the thinnings, you can put them in your salad. So that's handy. Nothing else is growing in here yet because I haven't finished filling it in. That's about to change because I just got a cubic yard of soil, 50-50 mix, dropped in my driveway. So once I finish this build, I will be filling that in. So you see I have laid cardboard down here, and I will finish laying cardboard in the bed before I drop soil. And I'm still cutting boards. I have to go back and get 2 more boards because my Ford Escape can only hold so many 12-foot boards. And my husband was kind enough to buy me a few to help with the cost. And we still have radishes creeping along here, but they're starting to take off a little bit, so I'm hoping I'm going to feed them today, and hopefully they'll really get going. So I will show you the build when it's done. Basically, I'm just cutting 4 feet off the length of these 12-foot boards and tucking them in the corners, and then these holes in the middle of these blocks are so that you can put rebar down through there and solidify the position. And I may do that. That keeps them stable. And you can actually lay boards across the top so you can have a spot to sit while you're weeding, which I may do as well. We'll see. So that's what's going on. You can make these into all different configurations with steps, risers, and stuff like that. And that may be something happens in the future. We'll see again. So thanks for checking in. and I will check back with you and let you see this when it's complete. Okay, good morning. We have a rainy day here. I just wanted to show you how the raised beds went yesterday. So that cubic yard of soil I purchased was not enough to fill everything that I wanted to fill. It's a little rainy out, and it's very early in the morning, and you're not going to see me because I just got out of bed pretty much. So it took about 5 wheelbarrows to get this little raised bed finished filling up, and probably another 12 to fill that up, and that's pretty much full enough, I think. And then we started filling this one. I still need 2 more boards to finish building this raised bed. It's only got 1 level on it. I will buy the boards and cut them, but I'm going to have to get another cubic yard of soil. Back there, you can see my dryer drum. If you ever get a chance to go to a scrapyard, that's going to be around raised bed. I'm thinking I might put sunflowers in it, cutting sunflowers, and I might start off with carrots or something with roots that, you know, needs to be deep or does well with deep soil. So I'll start off with that and then maybe add the sunflower seeds when I pull the carrots. But that did not get filled either. Over here, this old wheelbarrow is going to be a planter, a flower planter, and inside of it are 2 plastic planters that look like terracotta. Those are going to have flowers, and those will probably be out front by the front stairs or something. So everything's growing well. The peas are doing okay. I just recently bought some special fertilizer, which I'll talk about more in another when I apply it in another video. There is my lettuce, getting bigger every day finally. I did stick in the ground the other day. I was up potting things and I put in huckleberry. There was one that was kind of wonky, and I said, well, let's give it a shot at life. I didn't want to put it in a pot. I didn't think it would do well. And I put it in here, and it died because we had a freeze. So there's a tiny kale over here too. It's not real. Those are those little tree widgy flowers from the maple trees. The kale's so tiny you can't see it. So this bed is most of the way full, as you can see when I pan out here a little bit. It could use a little more. My husband wants to call it done, but I don't think it's deep enough. And I am going to buy some either peat moss or vermiculite to put in these to fluff them up a little bit, because this soil was pretty heavy and it did compact a bit. So you know, when it was in the pile, because it looked like a tiny pile, and then as we were shoveling it, you know, expanded. Its own weight pressed it down. And I'm just noticing right now, and I'm so excited, that something is growing in this garden. It's not just the little tree widgies. Those are little sprouts. And I'd be really thrilled if I could remember what the heck they are, because I did not mark this bed when I put the seeds in. Oh, there's several sprouts. So it's either golden beets or radishes or cabbage. And I see it looks like at least 2 different kind of seeds are finally sprouting. Today is 2 weeks. Some stuff takes like 21 days to sprout. So I was starting to get worried, but looks like we have life. Proof of life. Hallelujah. So there's a lot of little green tree widgies in there. That's what I call the little flowers that come out on the maple trees before the leaves show up. So there you have it. Oh, and my husband uncovered his fire pit to make a fire last night, and he never went and made a fire, and it's sitting in the rain getting wet. I'll let him all covered up. Still already soggy, but it is what it is. Sophie, did you go potty? Did you do your business? You looking for bad rabbits and mousies? Well, camera's getting soaked, and so am I. And I'm not done having coffee. But I'm sure it's something that would be called a weed because nobody planted it here on purpose. Maybe it's a volunteer of something wonderful, but I don't know what it is. So I'm going to have to see if I can identify it online. And my Jerusalem artichokes, rhizomes. Here's where my fairies live. They're not up yet. They're still sleeping in their house, and they're not going to sit in their garden in the rain, but that's where they hang out, my little fairies. So anyway, I wish you all a wonderful day and a wonderful week. It is Sunday morning, and I'm going to go back in and finish my coffee, and I will see you soon. Take care.